Hello and welcome to this mountain meditation. When it comes to meditation, mountains have a lot to teach us. Having archetypal significance in all cultures, humans have always sought spiritual guidance and renewal from mountains. And in this meditation, we're going to imagine being a mountain and experiencing the changes of season in a year. So let's start by finding a comfortable seated posture, one that's both relaxed and alert. And sitting with a nice straight spine and allowing the shoulders and the jaw to relax. And taking a moment here to check in with the body and see how it's feeling today. Perhaps it's feeling light and alive. Or you might be aware of some areas of tension or even pain. Whatever you find, just bring a sense of mindful acceptance to it. Know that there's nothing to change and no judgments to be made. And now just taking a few deep breaths, breathing in through the nose to the count of 3, and breathing out through the mouth for 6. And as you're breathing deeply, just allow your attention to rest in the breath. Breathing in oxygen to fuel the body, and breathing out all those things that no longer serve you. And in your own time, just allowing the breath to return to its natural rhythm. And as you do, I'd like you to bring to mind an image of a beautiful mountain. Perhaps it's one you've visited or one you've seen in pictures. Or it could even be a mountain purely from your imagination. And just taking note of the shape of the mountain, the peak of the mountain, and the gradient. And noticing how the base of the mountain is rooted into the soil of the earth. And it's springtime at our mountain, and new life is everywhere. The trees all have new leaves and the flowers are blooming. And the birds are arriving back from migration. Now I'd like you to see if you can bring the mountain into your body. Feel your head become the lofty peak of the mountain. Your shoulders and arms, the sides of the mountain. And letting your buttocks and your legs become the base of the mountain. And noticing as the days pass that every day is different at the mountain. Sometimes it's cloudy, cool and raining, and other times it's sunny and warm. Sometimes fierce storms pass through with lightning and thunder. And other times the air is completely still and peaceful as the night turns to day, the day turns to night. Just allowing yourself to become this mountain, to take over its physical and spiritual presence, and just sitting and allowing life to unfold. And soon you begin to notice that the days are getting longer. The nights don't cool off so much. The daylight lingers further into the evening. The days are warmer. The animals seek shelter from the heat in the trees. And at dusk, as the temperature cools off a little, they drink in the streams and the rivers. And in the evening, the insects are buzzing and busy. And then you begin to notice that the days are starting to get shorter. And while the days are still quite warm, night falls earlier in the day with a cooler, crisper evening air. And you sit there quite solidly, experiencing these changes, feeling the mountain's unwavering stillness. And as the days continue to shorten, and the nights are particularly cold, and many of the trees have dropped all their leaves, and the plants have turned from green to brown. And you begin to notice that instead of rain, snow falls, just a few flakes here and there at first. And then one day you notice that it has all turned white. Everything is transformed. And yet still sometimes the weather is sunny and warm. And other days the snow blows so violently that all that can be seen is white everywhere. And still you sit there as a mountain, fearless and stable in your resolve, unfazed by even the most inclement weather. As night turns to day and day turns to night, you notice that the days are getting longer again. And on those warmer days, the snow begins to melt from the trees, and the streams and rivers begin to flow again. And as the days get slowly warmer, eventually the first green shoots begin to appear in the damp soil. And with the sprouting young plants' arrival comes the birds back from migration. And you realize that a full year has passed in the mountain, and yet as a mountain you remain still. And now just finding your way back into the space you're in, noticing your breath, and just exploring what it feels like to breathe as a mountain. And gently starting to move the body, wiggling your fingers and toes. And at the sound of the meditation bell, we will draw this meditation to a close.